welcome to Year 5 6th edition of Teach Time Maths. So this week we're going to be learning all about the Romans, and in maths we're learning about Roman numerals. Now if you've never learned about Roman numerals before, I'd suggest going and having a look at the Year 3-4 video first, because it gives you an introduction into the numbers. But today, in Year 5-6, we're going to be learning about the numbers that come just before the change of letter and just after the change of letter. Now that probably all sounds a bit alien to you at the moment, but I promise it will make sense by the end. So, down the left of the page here I have all of the letters of the Roman numerals up to 1000. So, let's see if you can know these. Now, the first one I have is I. Now we should all know that that is the number 1. Now what about V? If you said 5, perfect. Anyone know X? If you got 10, good job. Now L. I know some people don't usually learn this one, but I think it's a pretty important number to learn. So if you said 50, fantastic. What about C? So that one is 100. Anyone know D? If you said 500, fantastic. And finally, we have M, which we should all know is 1000. Now the cool thing about Roman numerals is they count in 1s and 5s. If you have a look, we've got 1 and 5, 10 and 50, 100 and 500, and 1000, and I do believe there is a number for 5000. So, we're specifically looking at these kind of numbers. So does anyone know, start off with this one at the top, does anyone know what this one is? So we can break this down if we want. We know that I is 1, and we know that V is 5, but it's not 15, because we know that X is 10. So if our I comes before the 5, it means that it's 1 less than 5. So what is 1 less than 5, or 5 take away 1? So 4. Fantastic if you said that at home. Now we've got the I at the front again. So I is a lot smaller than X. If I have a look at my numbers over here, I is 1, X is 10. So I is a lot smaller than X. So again, it means that it's 1 less than 10. So what's 1 less than 10? Fantastic if you said 9. Okay, so these are the numbers where they're just about to change to the different letter. So before this we would have had 1, 2 and 3, and you can see that they're all the same letter. And 4 is where it's just about to change to the new letter. Same with 9, it's just about to change to X being at the front. So I wonder, if X is at the front here and it's just about to change to L, what could the number be? So let's have a look here. So X is 10, so we'll write that at the top. And L is 50. So remember, my smaller number here has come first, which it normally wouldn't, unless it wants me to take it away from my bigger number. So what is 10 less than 50? If you said 40, fantastic. Now I've noticed a little pattern here. We've got 4 and then 40. So let's see if that carries on as we go up. So we've got the X at the beginning again. So I know that my X is 10, and this time after it we've got C, which is 100. So again, my smaller number has come first. So it wants me to take it away from my bigger number. So what is 100 take away 10? If you said 90, fantastic. Imagine if you were a Roman and you had to do this off the top of your head really quickly. This, to them, would probably be something like you'd learn when you were 7 years old. So you'd learn this when you were in year 3 maybe. But we're trying to learn it as an alien concept. This is pretty much dead maths, a bit like Latin is a dead language. So we don't use it as much as we used to, and most people don't use it at all, but it's really good to know. So let's have a look at my next one. So C is first. Now I know that my letter C is 100. And D has come after it, and D is 500. So again, my smaller number is first. So what do I need to do? If you said take it away, fantastic. If you're just being silent on the end of the camera, shame on you, join in. So C and D. So that means that I need to do 500 take away 100. So that is 400. Now, my pattern has reoccurred. I've got 4, 40, 400. Same thing, I've got 9 and 90. Let's see if we can finish the pattern, shall we? So C we know is 100. M is 1000. So does anyone know what 1000 take away 100 is? If you said 900, fantastic. So, in Roman numerals, if your smaller numeral comes first, so if your smaller number, so I or X or C, comes before your big numbers, that means it's just about to change. But they only do this when it gets to something that starts with a 4 or a 9. And we can check this. We've got 4, it changed to V. 9, it changed to X. At 40, it changed to L. 90, it changed to C. 400, it changed to D. And at 900, it changed to M. That's because, if we have a look back over here, 4 is 1 less than 5. 9 is 1 less than 10. 40, 10 less than 50. 90, 10 less than 100. We said earlier that the Roman numerals, they like to work in 1s and 5s. So that means that they've got to change when they get to 4 and 9. So what happens after it changes the letter? So we know that at 1 it's I, and at 5 it's V, 10X, 50L, 100C, 500D and 1000M. And we know that when it gets to IV, well, the 1's first and it's 1 less than 5, so it's 4. But what about when it's just changed letter and we're carrying on? So this time we've got VI, XI, LX, CX, DC, MC. So this time I turned the letters round from the last time. If you have a look, we had IV. Well, this time we've got VI. So let's have a look. So V is 5 and I is 1. So my bigger number has come first this time. So that means instead of taking away, this time it's an adding. So it's 5 add 1. So 5 add 1 is 6. This time we've got our 10 and a 1. So 10 add 1 is 11. Good job if you said it at home. I want you to have a go at these last 4 on your own. Pause the video, use these down the side, all of the Roman numeral cheat sheet. Use it to help you work out what these numbers should be. Okay, so let's have a look together. So this time I've got LX. Well, I know that L is 50 and X is 10. So 50 add 10. I know that that's 60. We've got a pattern again. This time I've got C add X. So I have a look here. C is 100 and X is 10. So it's 100 add 10. Well, we should all know that that's 110. What about D? Let's have a look at what D is. So that's 500. And I'm adding C. So that's 100. So 500 add 100 is 600. And finally, I've got M, which is 1000, add C, which is 100. So 1000 add 100 is 1100. Okay, so unlike before, when the smaller Roman numeral came first and we had to take away, if the smaller Roman numeral comes after it, we add. And that will keep going until it changes letter again. So it will keep going LX for 60, LXX for 70, LXXX for 80, until we get, let me write these up here, to 90, which, if you can all remember, is XC, because it's just about to change to C. So this time it would be 10 and 100, so it would be 100 take away 10. Okay, so that is a very quick introduction into the changing of the Roman numeral, so when it's just about to change to the next one. There is a worksheet up on Facebook for you that works with these pairs of letters. We might be doing a bit more maths on this, on the Roman numerals. It depends if we're going to have 2 weeks for Romans. Let us know if you're enjoying the Roman topic and we will carry it on. We're going to have lots of cool stuff for you, including history, a bit of English, and perhaps even some art. Okay, so have a great time, everyone. It doesn't look like it's going to be great weather next week, so it might be a good time to have some indoor Roman activities. So have lots of fun.